First of all, when we're talking human performance, well, as a company trying to develop human performance, that is what we focus on. So our philosophy is human performance matters, humans matter. The question is how we actually deal with it and how we manage human performance in the best possible way. I think if you were an owner, you would say, okay, 50 to 60% of our OPEX relates to wages. So you could ask yourself, what do you get for that spend? So if you are a company, I would ask the question, what can I do to get the best out of human performance? So there are different ways you can deal with that, and that's what we try to communicate and try to help our clients do. Like any other kind of performance, whether it's your operational performance, the performance of your engine, or whatever it might be in relation to managing a vessel, data is crucial. So I think when it comes to human performance, of course, we need human performance related data. For me personally, I know that data can help you make better decisions and it will increase performance. So it's all about finding the right factors to look at when you're talking about human performance data. So let me give you an example. Psychological safety. We know that psychological safety is an important parameter for people to have an open and trusting atmosphere. We also know that low psychological safety results in poor performance. So if you have data about psychological safety, then you will also have a better indication of your actual performance on board. So data like that we need, and I think the industry to a very higher degree needs to look into that. There's an area here that is not properly explored yet. There are multiple factors. I think if you just look at what the industry is doing, going to Oakland, they're talking about performance influencing factors. So if you use that term, say, what are the performance influencing factors? There are multiple. I think personally, it's about finding the most important performance influencing factors. And as I mentioned before, psychological safety is one of them. I also know from my own data, my own statistics, leadership is by far the most influencing factor because they can influence psychological safety. And then there's a new term coming up, which is very much being addressed these days, is collective intelligence. To what degree does your crew and your company actually manage to get as much intelligence and knowledge out of your people? So these are three parameters I believe we need to start looking into and getting data from. And I know already it's possible to get these kind of data. So it's a question of just doing it. If I'm to give you a very simple answer, I think we need to stop believing that we can create a safety culture having someone at an office telling people what to do. We cannot squeeze more safety out of that approach. We cannot get more safety out of a procedure or someone telling the crew what to do. What we need to do is to get the crew to reflect, get involved and discuss their own performance and feel comfortable doing that. If we can do that, I know from statistics, I know from data, we can start pushing the industry in a different direction. And by the way, the conference that or the seminar we're going to be doing here at the Posidonia tomorrow, we're actually going to be documenting what that means. So for me, that is what matters.